even gonna comment on the heaps of lies that have just happened, but Merc, I need you to go into town, find us some pack animals or a cart or a caravan or something.
Alright, what do you want me to do then? Steal it? I don't know how far we're going to get on 60 gelt.
If it's... Here, take some of my money. I'll do... Here, where's my thing? God damn it, where'd it go? So many windows. Here we go. Yeah, go ahead and take 30 of my gelt. Anyone else want to spare any?
Look at me, I've
Flint
only got
continues
like
looking
10.
at the ceiling that isn't there.
Flint continues to drool, staring up at the sky, hoping against hope that he will once again roll a very good perception check.
Find a good cart. See, you're good at bargaining, so I'm trusting you on this. And if we need more, gelt, come back and we'll figure things out. I'm gonna go talk to everyone else in the caravan, see what kind of people we're dealing with here.
Your faith in my bargaining is far too high.
Well, I haven't seen you mess up too badly yet.
I'll do what I can. So, but before I turn to leave, which I would like to bring Flint with me, if at all possible, if he can pay attention.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Well, I meant Flint, pay attention, do stuff, but
Anyway.
yeah. Anyway, so I turn to Slate. You heard what she said about witches being a blight upon the Empire. Do not, under any circumstances, use your powers when any of these people can see you, or I'll kill you myself.
If she was taught properly, though, she would know what psychers are.
Well, seeing as she referred to them as a blight on the planet, I'm gonna guess she wasn't, so let's operate on that assumption.
Well, the God Emperor himself,
How about
you poor,
you talk to her?
uneducated bastard, is a psyker.
Maybe you can talk to her, and then slowly over the course of the next week, just let her know that you are part of the blight.
Also, as a point of clarification, because you as a psyker would know this, the Imperium at large does not believe that the God Emperor of Mankind is a psyker. They believe he is a god. Those are mutually exclusive in their eyes. They do know, like most people, not most people in the Materium, most highly educated people do know of psychers and that they are used within the Imperium. But, like, as far as the cult of humanity, the God Emperor is a god, not, like, a psyker.
Where's Drex?
I feel like you have that mixed up a bit.
No.
Humanity...
Because the Golden Throne is what manifests him in the human world. He is
Yes.
otherwise in the warp.
Yeah, the common people don't know that.
In the same way
as
that
a
I don't know
psyker
you're a
would.
psyker, you're a witch.
You as a psyker would, really high-ranking people, and, like, as far as Golden Throne goes, this would be like sector governors and high members of the ecclesiarchy would know that. Common people, like everyday people, and shit that is taught in church would not go over any of this. They're basically just like, he's a god, worship him, otherwise bad things. In general.
Worship him or Dark Heresy?
Worship
Dark
him or
Heresy.
die. Yeah, as far as they know, he's a great military leader that united all of humanity, and he's a god. Those are about the only two things you can actually ever count on.
If you can
Everyone
unite,
knowing.
if you can unite all of humanity, you are a god.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
So,
yeah,
yeah.
now that we've clarified that, back in character, if you think she'll be cool with it, then instead of just showing off your powers like you did on the boat, how about this time you ease her into it? And then when we're absolutely positive that she's cool, start off with that invisible thing you do. How about we
Aw,
try
come on,
not
you don't want to start off with a greater demon?
Let's not do that.
So.
That sounds like a bad time.
All I'm saying is, you have been far too liberal with the usage of those powers. I was cool with them when you used them in the dead of night to assist me in getting a meal, because we were starving and we needed it, and you could be stealthy about it. And I was cool with it when you were making yourself invisible when no one was watching, because that doesn't inherently draw attention to yourself. Anything beyond that, though, not cool. People don't like that stuff. You gonna watch it? Or do I have to start talking down to you?
If that's the case, I will need a better firearm than I currently have.
Would you like to join Flint and I as we go into town for a cart? Would you like to try bargaining and selling it? Is that what you'd like to do? Is it, Slate?
We currently do not have the means for a better firearm, or the guilt to do so.
Well then, I'm certainly hoping that what she said is true and nobody attacks pilgrims. Does that sound like a good thing to you?
I guess we'll have to see if the situation arises.
Okay. I'm glad we could work this out. This is why we're friends, Slate.
Yeah, sure, let's call it that.
We're just gonna go with that, I guess.
Just remember though, you accost me again, you might not be so lucky.
Just remember, I could have slit your throat, and I didn't, because I like you.
And I can kill you with my mind.
Alright.
No knives necessary.
Can we not talk about killing each other?
She's just jealous because she doesn't have a metaphorical penis to show off.
She does. She has
I
a shot.
pulled out my shotgun.
The statistically highest damage gun that they're currently going.
This is my place.
Good. I don't know what was said, because motorcycle.
It's a motorcycle.
Stick.
Something motorboat.
So whatever you said, Devin, I didn't catch it, because the motorcycle decided to rev its engine right outside my window.
Stick.
So everybody but Joanna's going back into town, is what I heard.
Unless, well, Slate said he can't get a better firearm if he wants to stay. I mean, I don't know what reason he has to join us.
Okay, Slate, what do you want to do?
I think I'll talk to the pilgrims.
Okay. So you and Joanna go your way. And
we can
Flint
go our
and
own
Merc
way.
go back to town. Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
Alright. What do you guys want to do?
I want to just go around talking to people, get the sort of lay of the kinds of guys we have on the pilgrimage with us.
Okay. For the most part, the pilgrims seem to be mostly men and women, sometime within their 20s to early 40s. There are a few children along. Most people seem to be in very high spirits and open and friendly to you.
I gotcha. Any sort of skills, any sort of special things people are bringing along?
Most people are farmers. There are a couple of like leather craftsmen and tailors along. A few people were guards back in the day.
Alright, so mostly the common kind of thing then.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, we'll learn everyone's name, introduce myself to everybody, since, you know, We want to be as friendly as possible when someone decides to get angry at us.
Good.
Or something.
Slay, is there anything that you want to do in particular?
I didn't catch the name of the person we were talking to. What is her name?
It was Sarah Lucilius.
How do you spell Lucilius?
I have no
With an
idea.
L.
That's helpful.
I know. The way that it was spelt on Malus and the way that I'm just deciding to pronounce that is Lacilous.
Right.
Yeah, I've got that as like
Just spell it
7 Ls and
phonetically.
silly us. So
Oh, Ious. Sorry.
That'd be more
Lacilious. So I just said Lucilius.
It's close enough.
Close enough for me.
Whatever. Just spell it phonetically.
Yeah.
Not like it matters. She might die in 2 seconds. Well, not from me, but, from just campaign stuff. Because, the last person we got attached to got off the ship, and went boom, and, all
I
that
miss
development
Jackson.
for just boom.
And you guys skipped through like half of his character development because you were just hard going to get to the campaign. It's great.
Seriously, where the hell is Drex? I thought she was coming with us.
She is.
Okay. She's been profoundly silent this entire time.
She hasn't always been around us.
She's taking notes from me.
First of all,
Silence.
while you guys were on the ship, didn't make a great impression with the captain, didn't really want to hang around you guys and get associated with you.
No.
As you got off the ship, still didn't really want to be associated with you while the captain was in sight, so waited until you guys were gone to get off the ship, and you guys booked it south, and then she booked it after you.
Okay. I was just curious because I think Flint has more of a connection with Drex than Joanna does anyway.
Well,
I just
yeah.
want to know where our damn NPCs were.
Or
plural.
solid, singular, multiple peoples.
You never know, man.
Alright, so, Flint, Mercury, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and fail an inquiry test to see if I can find a place that sells beasts of burden and carts, or just a farm.
And Slashor.
Or just
what?
a farm?
Nothing.
Roll it.
Ooh, barely made that.
Darn, you should have said a car.
Yes, you find a nice merchant in the middle of town that says he will sell you a cart and a full 2 groks, which should make the travel to Graia quite comfortable for you for 600 gelt.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm sorry, sir, but there's no way we can afford 600 gelt for that. Do you have anything cheaper?
Oh, god. We're gonna get Billy the donkey.
You'll
That doesn't
be
work.
lucky to get Billy the donkey.
Stop.
If you do, you'll be grateful.
Stop giving the GM ideas.
I don't think I need to give the GM ideas here.
Stop it, he's gonna interrupt his previously scripted event for this.
You just might.
I might, if it was really that good. He says that he could let the cart go for maybe 40 gelt. He doesn't have any animals that would be suitable for pulling it that would be any cheaper.
I will certainly keep that in mind for the cart, although a cart with no beasts of burden is of little use. So, if at all possible, if I come back within the next few hours willing to buy the cart, will you keep that price in mind for me?
He nods, yes.
Do you know of any other place around town where I could find, perhaps, less impressive beasts of burden than yours?
Hold on a second. Flint, would you mind making a perception check? Yes, you'd mind? I don't give
Today?
a shit. Fucking do it. So, a hand very thunderously claps down on Mercury's shoulder and grips him with a tight, bony grasp.
Makes me so happy.
Is it Mercutio?
No, because he's not here to rape you yet.
I'm a bit too small for this.
Oh, I'll make it fit.
Oh God.
That's what
I meant for
tables
his
are for.
taste, but he likes them big boys.
So, Mercury, how do you react?
With slight surprise, but I attempt to keep my composure. I flip my head around at the very least to see who's grasping me.
You see a small man clad in gray and green robes, and his disfigured hand grasping at your shoulder.
Pardon me, sir. Might I be of any assistance to you?
No, but it seems I might be of assistance to you.
So he's gonna get raped in 2 seconds.
I'm afraid I don't necessarily follow,
Don't
so
pay
if you could
attention to
elaborate
this.
just a little bit.
Would you and your muscle care to accompany me away from the tradesman? And he nods, and the trader nods back to him.
You are just all kinds of shady, and I love that about you. Take me wherever you please.
Well, now that you say it like that,
Now
I
he
really feel like I'm
wants
at
it.
home with you.
Excellent, and he wraps his slightly rotted and festering arm around you and pulls you away from the city square.
God, you know, you probably don't hear this often, but this is the first thing that's made me feel like I was at home since I got to this god-awful planet. Thank you.
Oh, I'm very glad that you feel that way.
yeah, he's
So, I've heard that you and your compatriots need a little assistance getting down to Alpha.
Briar?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That would definitely be us. I can see that. Mercury only knows it as Graia.
Okay. He has a map that hasn't. Then he has this map. It says its name. Anyways,
You think he reads?
apparently not.
Wait, you can read?
I have literacy. I paid 300 experience for it.
Whoa. You can.
It's the
read.
most expensive thing I own.
What is this thing experience that you speak of, sir?
Yeah. What the hell are you doing here, Slate?
Being very poetic.